Coach, a couple days away from LAFC. The matchup's obviously huge in the West. Your thoughts on the preparation?
Well, preparation's been going good. I mean, it is a big match. Obviously, we all watched their game up in Vancouver, who they played, how they looked, but look, in these days, teams know each other, scout each other, so it's just on that day who's going to make the plays. That's the way we look at it.
What do you compare? Who do you compare Carlos Vela to in the last couple of years? He can do everything.
He's his own player. Tremendously talented. Obviously, me, Gonzo, Jimmy, Preki, we're all left footers, so we, tend to admire the left-footed players a little bit more, but fantastic signing for the league, for LAFC. Does so much for their team, but he's not all their team. They've got some other pretty talented players as well.
Talk about how far the league has come when Carlos Vela comes over and he MVP caliber player.
Yeah, I mean, talk about when Nico Ladero came in his prime and Vela coming in his prime and other players coming in their primes. I mean, the league has done well, historically. Okay, Zlatan's a good story, right, because he's banging in goals. And, that's a good storyline. The Beckhams of the world, all of that. But now we're getting some younger DPs in here, and the level all over the league is good.
What are the challenges you face, obviously, after seeing them versus Vancouver and other games they played, but the challenges that you face with them?
They're up-tempo, high-pressure, good attacking team. So we'll be under it. We just have to stay strong, see how the game plays out, and make sure that they feel a little bit of our attacking punch. There's no way you can prevent your opponent from not getting looks on goal. That's just the game of soccer. So we're going to try and get some quality looks on goal, see if we can't put them under a little pressure.
Vancouver really frustrated LAFC. Does that set some type of blueprint of what maybe you guys could potentially do?
We're different than the Whitecaps. We're a different team. I mean, look, the frustrations were, in that game, did they drop off? Did they foul? Did they play a certain way? That's just the sport. That's just our teams in our league that are trying to win games. Mark DeSantos had a game plan. He stuck with it. They ended up winning the game. I thought LAFC put a ton of pressure on it. I thought, LAFC was good in many parts of the game.
Bob Riley talked about how his team can respond to a loss like that. Does that mean, do you think that they're going to come out all hand swinging?
They would have come out firm whether they won that game or lost that game. Bob's too good of a coach. Don't fall into that trap.
3 games coming up in the next 10 days. How are you dealing with the roster rotation in light of the fact you've got a few knocks here and there?
We've got a few knocks here and there, so it's going to have to be, I hate using the cliches, but we got to get through Sunday, and then we'll talk about Wednesday. And then when we get through Wednesday, we'll get about the following Sunday. So there will be some roster rotation mixed in, whether it starts on Sunday, continues on Wednesday. How we shake that up depends on the health of some of the players.
Back-to-back against LAFC, or 2 in 8 days. Is that a good thing? Is that a positive to scout them out that way?
Well, it means both teams will be very familiar with each other. So in some ways you could look at it as, okay, it's good. I know on social media some people don't like it. It's too close. It's, teams back-to-back, 2 good teams back-to-back. I could go either way. It's sometimes easier for coaches to prepare because you know your opponent. On the other hand, I see the fans' point of view.
Will Bruin was doing separate work. Raul Ruidiaz not here. What are the
They're
statuses?
all on their own program. Those guys, Chad, the same. They're all on their own program just to get them fit and ready to play for all 3 games.
Has there been any updates on where Raul is at, comfort-wise or pain-wise?
Nope, they're working very hard to get his heel going. It's just a heel bruise, so we'll get him ready.
And Will is still day-to-day?
Will's still day-to-day. They're all pretty much day-to-day.